Well, it's obvious some days, some years are better than others. Life has this funny way of throwing curveballs at us, right? And how we respond to those curveballs can sometimes take a toll on us. Sometimes we need a little help to get through life. And today's CI Health sponsor is the Rock Counseling Group in Mahomet in Champaign. We have RJ McNichol, the senior therapist and owner, with me today. Hey, RJ, how are you?
I'm good. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great. Let's start with some of the very basics about what you guys do and maybe even take a step back farther. I think a lot of people think when they hear therapy or therapist, it's a sign of weakness, but it really is kind of the opposite, right?
Oh, absolutely. You know, for so long, there's been such a stigma around mental health and getting mental health care that the reality is it's not a weakness, it's a strength to really acknowledge that you're struggling or you need the support of someone else to help move through the struggles in the world, especially now.
As I understand it, there are lots of specialized therapists who focus on certain things. At The Rock, what do you guys focus on and who is it that you're helping?
Well, absolutely. We're helping the entire community. And so we have a large staff. We have 14 licensed therapists on staff that specialize in a lot of different areas, from things like anxiety and depression to body image issues to first responder support or even domestic violence, working with parents and kids, you know, a number of different issues. So what we do is we really try and specialize our services based on what the individual's needs in when they come into our office.
I think a lot of people might assume that it has to be this big sort of life-altering issue before they take that step. You would tell that person what?
That absolutely not. That what we want to do is be ahead of the game. And so it's when you recognize that maybe something is moving in a direction that you're uncomfortable with, or maybe you're becoming unhappy for some reason, or maybe there's just some difficulties or stress on the horizon or starting. And that would be the time to really say, you know what, maybe I want to get ahead of this before it is at a point where it feels like a crisis.
I would imagine COVID is causing some of those very things in a lot of people these days. Have you seen an uptick in interest?
We have, and we've probably been busier than we've ever been. And that's been great for the community, but it's been great for our staff because it really feels like we're helping the community get through this very difficult crisis, whether it be issues around anxiety or even depression or the isolation, financial concerns, or even, you know, trying to school your children at home without the, you know, resources or ability to do that. And sometimes it's just needing someone to talk to say that, okay, this feels normal because everyone else is going through this too.
I know one of the ways you're doing that is with these online sessions, so people don't have to come in and risk being out and about, and sometimes it just makes them more comfortable too. I believe we have your wife joining us.
I think we do.
Hi
Oh, there she is. There she
How
is.
are you?
I'm good. How are you today?
I'm fantastic. Thanks for being a part of this. Talk to me, RJ, about how this telehealth, I guess, or teletherapy, for lack of a better phrase, works.
Yeah, well, absolutely. Well, since, you know, COVID happened, well, a lot of people moved to Zoom meetings and a lot of people moved to doing virtually everything online. Well, that included mental health care as well. And we really have figured out ways to connect with people through what we call telehealth sessions. And for many people, that may look very similar to a online Zoom meeting. But what's really important is you're still able to connect to your therapist. You get the same level of care and even more sometimes via the video sessions because we can do so many different things, such as sharing our screens with them when it comes to different activities we're doing. Maybe, you know, we're doing a session with them and we need to move to a chat session because maybe there's some issues of privacy or concern or safety going on in the home. We can do that. We can also do a lot of different things with kids, from playing different games and sharing our video screens to even using different emojis to help keep them engaged.
So, now, Stacy, I'm going to ask you before we run out of time, because I don't want this to all be in vain. All the stuff that RJ forgot, what do we need to know? Because I'm sure you're listening to him and going, you know what, he should have said, not that you did a bad job.
Oh, absolutely.
But I figured she had stuff on her mind.
She knows.
Yeah, no, he's done a great job. I think the only thing I would add is that with us as an option being local, some of our folks, if they want to come in and see us, they can. We can also do some virtual or telehealth as well. So you really build that connection when you're able to meet face to face, of course, but we can definitely work on establishing and continuing that over virtual. And then hopefully at some point when this passes, we'll be able to go back to maybe meeting in person with a little bit more comfort again.
And you're one of the therapists as well, right? What are your specialties?
Yes. So I do a lot of work with eating disorders, body image. I also do depression, anxiety, teens. I enjoy those particular areas.
Well, fantastic. And I know this time has flown by, and I wish we could spend a whole lot more time talking about it. What's the best way for people to contact you guys to get something started?
Well, absolutely. They can always call our office, and that number's on our website, which is www.therockcounselinggroup.com. And we have offices in both Champaign and Mahomet, and we're available. We have flexible schedules, so we're here for the community, and we hope that they give us a call.
Hop on the computer like you did, or on the phone like Stacy, and
absolutely
get that started. All right, we'll connect you with all the details on our website as well. Just go to CILiving.tv.